All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about a topic that is literally changing everything: artificial intelligence. We're going to break down what it is, how it works, and how it's completely transforming the world of business. So let's get into it.
I mean, you see it everywhere, right? AI this, AI that. It's in every headline. But underneath all that buzz, what are we actually talking about? What is this stuff, really? Let's cut through the noise and find out.
Okay, so first things first, before we can go any further, we have to get a handle on what we're even talking about. Let's define the landscape and get our terms straight. So, at its most basic level, AI is all about making computers and machines do things that normally require human intelligence. We're talking about problem solving, making judgment calls, learning from what happens. The stuff we do every single day. And right off the bat, it's super important to know that not all AI is created equal. On one side, you have what's called narrow AI. Think of your GPS or Siri. It's an absolute genius at one specific job, but that's it. On the other side, there's the big dream, general AI, an AI that's as smart, creative, and adaptable as a human being. Now that part, that's still pretty much science fiction for now, but it's the ultimate goal that pushes the whole field forward. This visual really helps put it all together. Think of AI as the whole universe. Inside that universe, you have machine learning, or ML. That's the engine room, the algorithms that actually learn from data. And a really powerful part of ML is deep learning, which uses these complex networks, kind of like a simplified version of our brain, to spot super intricate patterns. And then there's NLP, natural language processing. That's the translator, the thing that lets machines understand our language. It all fits together. Okay, so we know what AI is, but the next logical question is, how does it work? How on earth do these systems actually go about learning anything? Yeah, this is the big one, isn't it? How does a machine learn? Well, it's not some kind of black magic. It really boils down to a few core and, frankly, brilliant methods for teaching a machine how to think. First up is something called unsupervised learning. Imagine you dump a giant, messy box of data in front of an AI and just say, figure it out. You haven't labeled anything. The AI just starts sorting on its own, finding patterns and grouping similar things together. It's amazing for discovering connections you didn't even know were there. The catch? You still need a human to look at the groups it made and figure out what they actually mean. Then you've got supervised learning. This is the complete opposite. This is like teaching a computer with flashcards. You show the AI thousands of examples, each one with a label, this is a cat, this is a dog, over and over again. Eventually, it learns to tell the difference on its own. This is the powerhouse behind things like sorting your spam emails. The downside? You need a ton of perfectly labeled data to start with, and getting that data can be a massive job. And last but not least, we have reinforcement learning. This is exactly like training a pet with treats. The AI tries something. If it's a good move, it gets a reward, a digital point. If it's a bad move, it gets a penalty. It does this millions, even billions of times, learning from trial and error until it figures out the absolute best way to win a game or control a robot. It's incredibly powerful, but boy, does it require a staggering amount of computer power. All right, that's a lot of theory. It's cool, but let's make it real. Let's see how all of this comes together in a tool that businesses are using right now. We're going to do a deep dive on text analytics. So here's a massive problem for pretty much every company today. They are just swimming in text data. We're talking emails, customer reviews, social media posts. It's a chaotic mess. But buried in all that noise is pure gold. And text analytics, that's the AI-powered machine that sifts through all that chaos and pulls out valuable insights. So how does it actually do it? Well, it's a step-by-step process. First, it uses natural language processing to read and understand human language. From there, it can do sentiment analysis. Is this comment happy, angry, or neutral? Next, it uses text extraction to pull out key info like names or products. All of that gets fed into machine learning models that spot the bigger trends. And the really cool part is the best systems do all of this in real time across different languages. And the results? They can be a total game changer. You can instantly know how customers feel about your new product. You can keep an eye on your brand's reputation online 24/7. Lawyers can sift through millions of documents for a case in a fraction of the time. It turns all that messy text into hard, useful business intelligence. But, and this is a huge but that people often forget, AI isn't some magic robot that's here to do everything on its own. The most effective AI is about a partnership. Let's talk about what's called the human-in-the-loop approach. This right here is the secret sauce. You take the incredible speed and scale of a machine, and you combine it with the wisdom, context, and intuition of a human expert. It's not man versus machine,
It's man and machine. You can see it here with the gears. They work together. The AI does the heavy lifting, and the human expert steps in to guide it, correct its mistakes, and handle the really tricky, nuanced situations. You get the best of both worlds. So why is this so critical? Well, for one, sometimes your data is rare, and the AI just hasn't seen enough examples to be confident. An expert needs to help it learn. Then you have high-stakes fields like medicine, where you need 100% precision. You can't afford a mistake. Human oversight is non-negotiable. And maybe most importantly, algorithms can have biases. A human can step in when the AI isn't sure and correct its course. This makes the whole system smarter, safer, and way more trustworthy. Whew, okay, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's take a step back and make sure we lock in the big picture takeaways from all of this. First thing to remember, the ecosystem. AI isn't just one thing. It's this broad field, and inside it, you've got the engines of machine learning and deep learning, with NLP acting as the universal translator. It's all one big interconnected system. Second, just think about the incredible impact. This isn't just some niche tech for one industry. AI is a fundamental technology that's revolutionizing practically everything, from how doctors diagnose diseases to how banks stop fraud. Third key point, unlocking data. So much of the world's most valuable information is trapped in messy, unstructured text. AI techniques like text analytics are the key that unlocks that value, turning noise into real, actionable insights. And finally, and I really think this is the most important one, the human element. For AI to really work in the real world, it can't be a solo act. Success depends on that smart partnership, that human-in-the-loop approach, to make sure everything is accurate, safe, and fair. So that really brings us to the final thought here. We've seen that AI isn't this unstoppable, independent force. It's an incredibly powerful tool that needs us, our expertise, our guidance, our ethics to reach its full potential. So the real question isn't just what AI will do, but rather, in this new future we're all building together, where will you fit in?